Everyone, Joel Gamoran here. I'm a chef based in Seattle, Washington, and as a chef, we should be celebrating the artisans, the farmers that help get our ingredients to the table. And so I'm teaming up with Washington State Dairy. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the sustainable practice of a local dairy farm. I'm at Krainick Dairy, just outside the city, to meet up with Leanne. Look at all these guys. Are you Leanne?
Hi, I am.
So good to meet you, Joel.
Nice to meet you too, Joel. Welcome to our farm.
Is this normal? I feel like you're having a picnic with all your loved ones.
I call them my lovely ladies.
This is so cool. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
As a waste-free chef, I mean, obviously, I'm all about using every last bit in every recipe, but I heard rumors that you are queen of that. Like, at this farm, nothing goes to waste. True or false?
Oh, that's absolutely true, Joel. And boy, have I got some ingredients that help feed these ladies to show you.
So Leanne, you literally save 3.5 million pounds per month.
That's right.
Of food waste on this farm. Just this farm.
What? Isn't that neat?
How do you do that?
We just have an opportunity to help Seattle restaurants and food production facilities and breweries like the spent grain you see behind me.
You can smell it. It smells like beer in here. So we're standing in a giant mixing bowl, essentially, right?
Exactly.
So you bring in spent grain. Do I see seafood, too?
Look at this, a fish patty. Cows love fish.
So basically beer, seafood.
Bakery.
A bakery.
Alfalfa.
Can I be a cow on this farm, or what's up?
Right? So Joel, I showed you all of our ingredients.
Yeah.
I showed you how we mixed them up.
Yeah.
And this right here is the finished product.
You can smell it. I mean, it smells good.
Doesn't it though? It's everything all mixed together.
Wow. I mean, it smells incredible. And Leanne, I know you're one of a lot of different farmers here in Washington that practice this waste-free raising of these cows. Washington is one of the leaders in the country as it relates to really being thoughtful about raising these cows in a waste-free, environmentally friendly way. It's amazing. How long has this been around? Like, how long has this practice been around?
Dairy farms have been doing this, Joel, for over 100 years. Incredible.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leanne, I totally get, like, using ingredients from, you know, surrounding restaurants and food manufacturers and feeding it to the cows, but you're as crazy about food waste as I am. You went as far as to not waste the cow poop.
We can't waste anything. And this green machine behind me, Joel, it takes their poop, dries it down, sterilizes it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. And look at this. Look what it makes.
Wait, this is cow poop?
This is dried cow poop.
What?
But the neat thing about this, it has superpowers because this grows vegetables and produce that we use back in our cooking.
That's incredible. So that really enriches the ground and it makes for incredible nutrients and just incredible growing atmosphere for these vegetables.
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
We don't want to waste anything, do we?
I love her. Leanne, I mean, I kind of feel like this is a full circle moment, right?
It really is, Joel. So we met the cows out in the field. They eat spent grain and bakery and a whole bunch of other recycled food products. They make milk for us, but then they make compost that grows such amazing produce. And then it helps grow these giant pumpkins that we're sitting on today. But the cycle really isn't over until we feed the pumpkins to the cows.
Yeah, I mean, that's nuts. You actually break this giant pumpkin open and the cows eat it?
They love it.
At this point, you've been so gracious, taking me through the entire process. If you're cool with it, I thought I'd whip up a little lunch for you and the team.
That'd be great, Joel. Now, my team works really hard, and they get hungry. So do you think this 1,500-pound pumpkin's gonna be enough?
It's a little big. It's a little big. I got some other ideas. Come on. Come on. All right, Leanne, so I thought we'd whip up a little lunch. We're gonna make a beer braised chili with honey butter cornbread.
Oh, that sounds great, Joel.
You're into it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, but to the base of it, we're gonna use a lot of the dairy that, of course, I'm sure you supply. A lot of this dairy goes straight, I didn't realize this, a lot of this dairy goes straight to the store within 48 hours of leaving the cow.
Isn't that amazing?
Is that true?
That's true. We're fast.
Dude!
Yeah.
That is so fast. Always keep it on a flat surface. Yep, go right in.
Awesome.
Gorgeous. Yep, and then I've got a little bit of baking powder, and this is just gonna help it kind of leaven just a touch. But the trick to this, again, is is this butter? Look at this. It's all
Wow.
foamy. So we have a little local honey.
And Joel, that came from our neighbor.
This did?
It did.
All right, mix that in.
Okay.
Beautiful. I love the idea that, we have your dairy, we've got the farmer down the road, we've got their honey. This is what it's all about. I mean, this is about building community.
And we all support each other.
This is like the easiest cornbread of all time. You can hear it sizzle a
It's
little
sizzling.
bit. It's gonna start to kind of build a crust.
Okay.
Pop this in the oven, about 350 for about 20 minutes. You're good to go. So I'm gonna go pop it in your oven. Is that cool?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All right, Leanne, so we started by browning a ton of beef. Now, we have a ton of your neighboring farms contributing to this chili. This is like Enumclaw and Washington Dairy in a pot.
Exactly.
So what do we got?
So from Hell or High Water Farm, there are our neighbors.
Yeah.
These tomatoes.
Yes.
And the carrots and the peppers.
Beautiful.
He uses our compost, Joel, to grow all this produce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, is that why they're this beautiful? Look at this. Can
I
we
know.
talk about this pepper for a second?
Isn't that incredible?
It's like a hippie pepper. It's got the, I love it.
I know,
Okay.
you're a little jealous.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah. And then the honey comes from our neighbors.
It's amazing. And the beer, you're using the spent grains. I mean, that is what feeds your cows.
Yeah.
So there's so much going on here as far as waste-free and letting nothing go to the trash or be forgotten. So you should be able to kind of hear. Do you hear it starting to sizzle?
Yep.
So that's when you know it's time to kind of start chopping everything up.
Okay.
It means a lot of the water out of the beef has been rendered out, and now it's gonna start to crisp up. So 1 onion, about 3 stalks of celery. That's
about
perfect,
right.
beautiful. This is what makes that chili so flavor forward. You smell that?
Uh-huh.
This is super healthy. All right, so keep stirring. I'm gonna
Okay.
chop 1 jalapeno. All right, you wanna add this to the pot, my dear?
Absolutely.
Beautiful, so everyone in the pool. So now with the peppers, I'm just gonna slice them as thin as possible. They're gonna almost melt down. And these aren't the type of peppers where the seeds are spicy.
Nice and orange.
I know, it's got the color, right? And you can see on the bottom of the pan, you can go, I would say with most of it.
Look at that.
All right, beautiful. All right, so at this stage, we've got the cornbread cooking in your oven. It's probably about done.
Okay.
We're gonna bring this to the boil, which it is, and then turn it down to simmer.
Okay.
We're gonna let that sit for an hour, and then it's lunchtime.
Oh, that sounds great.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's go
I'm
check the
excited.
cornbread.
Great.
All right, guys, a little lunch.
Whoa. There we go.
Awesome.
Wow. Oh, it smells so good.
Hospitality.
Excuse my.
This is the actual one right here. All right, pass this down, please. That's okay.
Okay, hold it still, Kevin. Okay. And they make a cheese that is used by kids.
Cheers.
Cheers.